Hi, my name is Blair Oquist, and this is my final presentation in Calm in Conflict, Calm 332. The subject that I chose was the avoidance theory. I chose this topic because that is primarily what I lean towards during conflict, and I wanted to know and understand more about it. The topics covered in this presentation will be what is the avoidance theory, why a person uses this theory opposed to another theory, the psychological reasoning someone uses this theory, and if there's a way to change your conflict style. So what is the avoidance theory? This theory is our instinct for self-preservation. As avoiding potential threats, it can develop our chances of survival and safety. However, the avoidance response is not strictly to direct physical dangers. It extends to psychological and emotional encounters as well. The tendency of individuals to avoid situations, experiences, or stimuli that they perceive as potentially harmful, unpleasant, or anxiety-inducing. Why a person uses avoidance theory opposed to other theories. The avoidance theory is primarily used by those who have experienced trauma, anxiety, phobic triggers, and PTSD. Those that do not resort to using avoidance as their main style and their main conflict style tend to evade, prevent, or distance themselves from situations they find intimidating, threatening, dangerous. This can stem from physical dangers such as like an animal or another person, or it can be from dangerous environments or unsafe behaviors. The avoidance theory isn't all negative. It can be used as coping mechanisms to manage anxiety, PTSD, or triggers. There are some pluses when it comes to the avoidance theory. One of these is it buys time. So if you are avoiding a subject and deciding to make a better situation out of what you've been given, sometimes it is nice to step back, gather your thoughts, maybe let the anger calm down in you and the other person, and then revisit the conflict that you're having with that person. And the avoidance theory allows someone to do that. So this is the interaction part of my presentation. So I want you to picture that you're having a disagreement with your significant other over what your weekend plans should be. Your significant other wants to go out, they want to go bowling, they want to be with all their friends, have a good time. You've had a really hard week at work. You want to stay in, you want to watch a movie. Since you lead towards the avoidance conflict style, how would you handle the situation? So A, tell your partner you are tired and that you want them to change their plans and stay home. B, argue with them that they should be more considerate of your feelings and they shouldn't be pushing you to do something that you don't want to do. Or C, agree to go bowling because you know it will save a future fight and that's what your partner wants you to do. So those that lean towards the avoidance theory or the avoidance conflict style would pick C. They will do anything that they can to avoid a fight. They will do anything that they can to avoid a conflict. They want to make that other person happy. They want it to get over as fast as possible. And so usually just going with the flow gets them to that the fastest. So not always voicing how they're feeling, not always going with what their gut instinct is the avoidance theory. Changing your conflict style. There are multiple ways people use the conflict style that they have. This includes self-reflection, cognitive flexibility, life experiences, habitual patterns, resistance, social norms, improved communication, enhanced relationships, and conflict resolutions. All these together can impact someone's conflict style and their communication style. So being able to change your conflict style really depends on how motivated you are to change your conflict style, how self-aware you are, knowing what kind of conflict style that you have, and knowing which one that you would maybe more likely to have, and how you can personally get there, your willingness to change. Adapting conflict styles in different situations will better your communication and improve your relationships. The better you are at communicating, the better relationships that you have with the people that you're having conflicts with, the easier it is to adapt and change and resolve conflicts easier. So in ending, I picked the avoidance conflict style and theory because that is what I personally lean towards. And through this semester, I have realized that it's probably not the healthiest way to deal with my conflicts. I think I've always known that, but going through this and seeing all the different ways that there are that you're able to resolve conflicts and that it's not easy, but there are ways to change your conflict style and improve your communication and improve your relationships. It makes me hopeful that in the future that I'll be able to do that, to better my relationships, better my conflict style, and hopefully teach my children the same way when they're having conflicts with each other or with me or my husband. So that's it. Thank you so much.